Welcome in, everybody, to a special edition episode of the DNVR Rapids podcast. We are joined by the newest member of the Colorado Rapids, former Red Bull, Omir Fernandez. Welcome in, man.
Thank you, man. I'm excited. Happy to be here with you guys and ready to get started for the new season.
Oh, yeah, Super Yaya's here with us, too.
I'm not that important. We got the real man right here to the right. We got the real Mexican-American that everybody wants to hear from.
So you signed last night. You signed it at the C38 little event down at the Celtic. Kind of got to see the fans and kind of get your first... What has been your first reaction to Colorado? It's probably been a bit of a whirlwind, but sort of walk us through those first few hours, days here in Denver.
It's been hectic, past few days of what's been going on, trying to get down here, obviously, to see and, get my first impressions. And now that I'm here, it's very different from New York.
Yes.
Completely different, but I'm enjoying it. Everybody that, found out I was coming here tells me great things about, Colorado and everything that I can do. So I'm just excited to get to see it. And so far, it's been amazing.
So we just got to talk to Chris Armas for the last hour or so. You were a big topic that everybody was really excited about. And he was talking about you playing on that left side.
Yeah.
Something that when I could see your face as soon as he said that, it lit up. What makes the left side such a lethal area for you?
I think for me, I'm just more comfortable down there. I think I've played a big part of my career in the left side and in the wings. Obviously, due to circumstance of what the team may need, I've always been open to learn new positions and play where they need me. But the left side, just coming in with my right foot and having the whole field to, be able to dictate and make final passes or go down the line and cross or shoot. I find it a little bit more easier to play down the left for sure.
So we're expecting you to be a winger. We're expecting you to play that very dynamic role that the Rapids have actually been missing the last couple of years. What are the fans going to expect from you when you're out there on the pitch? What's the personality that you take on when you wear that uniform?
No, I think when I'm outside the field, I'm kind of like more quiet, more calm. I think when I'm in the field, I like to be very creative, express myself, kind of usually like when I go out and play, I take that emotion that the fans bring and like just that feeling of the fans always, whether they hate me or they love me, I take that in and try to perform really well. I think playing wise, simply difference maker, in any way to try to make a goal and assist happen out of any kind of moment, when you don't even think it's possible. I always have that personality of trying to score every single game. And, obviously knowing Chris, and maybe he sees this, but obviously working on the defensive part, I think it's something where, I've played at a system where it was really big. And I think it's just something that I've been able to work on and become a really reliable guy as an attacker to be reliable on defense as well.
When you're out there, are you chirping? Are you talking? Are you getting in someone's head? Or you keep it internal? Like, what's your mindset just in terms of interacting with those players around you on the pitch?
No, I get I'm quiet. I'm more quiet. I think as I'm playing a little bit more, I get to know a lot of the guys now, and there's mutual respect, mutual hate, sometimes.
Sure.
And obviously with those kind of players you see on the field, and sometimes there's a little bit of chirping back and forth, but typically just quiet unless it's a big game or, depending on who we were playing against.
Hudson River Derby.
Yeah, when it was those,
yeah.
When it was those, it was a lot of chirping from, everybody, just how it goes.
So you're a Colorado Rapid, and we're also happy. Which player are you the most excited to be playing with this year?
Playing with this year, I think Cole. I think obviously Cole is a few years younger than me, but he has like a personality of like trying to be, older than what.
Sure,
than what he actually is.
He came
playing
into the club at 17,
exactly
18,
playing,
right?
and how he takes himself. I got to play but I know him a little bit because we went to a few camps and some events with the MLS homegrowns. But just from that, I know he's a great kid and excited just to be linking up because obviously he plays a position that if I lose the ball, he's gonna go and win it for me, but also facilitate and get me the ball. So it's really important, and I'm excited for sure.
Cole's really stepped up towards the end of last season with taking on more media responsibility and more kind of being the face of the club, being a homegrown like you. were with Red Bull, and now you're here. You know, in terms of giving back to those fans, like, what is your mentality in terms of, are you trying to put on a show out there? Are you trying to give them, you know, the highlight goals? And sort of, what is your relationship and what are you looking forward to with the fans here in Colorado?
No, with the fans, I always try to, I think in New York, I was always trying to create amazing memories with the fans. I think that was something that I tried to really, like, when it came to that moment of, you know, fan interaction, whether it be sometimes we had them at the training pitch watching training and, you know, meeting them in appearances. I was always trying to make a good appearance no matter what was going on. And I think that's important for me, obviously on the field, especially at home. I try to put on, you know, like a show. Like you said, I'm an attacking player that you know, I have creative qualities and that I want to show the fans and for them to enjoy, you know. But obviously when I want them to see that, and what was important for me was he never gives up. You know, no matter, like, we're winning 3-0. He's not giving up on that next play because we're winning 3-0. We're losing 1-0. He's not giving up because of, you know, whatever's going on. You know, it's something that fans can feel and fans see, and that's really important for me to give them a good, you know, representation of what the team is about and who I am as well.
So besides the fans, what were some of the things that pushed you to become a Colorado Rapid and call Colorado home for the next 3 years?
No, yeah, it was really how would I say, fortunate time for me to be a free agent. I guess first time I'm going through the process, and, you know, it was in a good position to be able to kind of like pick where I wanted to go. And
Right.
Colorado was honestly one of the very first clubs that kind of, as soon as our season ended, you know, they showed a lot of interest, and that goes a long way, you know, when they showed that great interest in me and that belief, you know, talking to Porg and Chris and a lot of the other guys, they kind of really pushed that project of what they were doing and what they had planned for this season. And I straight up told them, I said, yo, I'm young, I'm coming in, I have kind of all the ball in my court, you know, I get to decide. I want to go to a team that is desperate to win, like me.
Yeah.
Like I need to win trophies in my career. I need to win games. I need to propel. I have dreams, and I need to go to a place that, you know, obviously first believes in me and that has that same mentality as me.
What's your relationship with Chris like? I mean, I'm sure obviously Porg was putting on the full court press trying to get you in, but to add that level of familiarity with a coach and kind of a cultural shift within the club, you know, you walk in with a little bit more of an advantage than anyone else on the team, already knowing Chris and already having seen what he expects on the pitch and in the training facility and in the film room and all that. So what is your relationship like with him? Sort of what, as a player, not just yourself, but any Rapid, like, what are they going to expect from him kind of behind the scenes? And sort of what's his personality like when it comes to getting ready for these games?
No, I think we have a good relationship. Really, really good relationship. He was obviously the first person that gave me an opportunity. He was the guy that gave me my debut in a Champions League game. You know, big game, Champions League, and, you know, you're going to start a fresh 19-year-old kid in Mexico and expect him to do something, you know, but he believed in me. And, you know, he's done that year and a half that he was with me at the Red Bulls. And, you know, he's seen me at my worst when I'm, you know, a 19-year-old kid, new and think I have the world figured out, but I don't. And he was able to, you know, kind of mentor me and be hard on me. Like we were talking about, Chris is personality-wise, he's a nice guy, man. The best. You know, he tries to talk with everybody, but as a coach, he can be hard on you when he needs to be. Like I said, he has standards that he knows he has really high, and he expects his players to go and train how we're going to play, and he expects high performances. So it's a good relationship for sure.
So, new kid in Colorado. People out there, drop your best Mexican food recommendations. That's what he's looking for the most.
Right.
I need
The
it.
comments we need them full with Dos Potrillos and all that good stuff that
Yes,
people like
Los
eating
Dos
here.
for sure.
Moving away, yeah, Dos Potrillos is pretty good. Moving away from New York for the first time, you were a homegrown Red Bull kid your whole life. How does it feel going into a new organization?
No, it's exciting. It's like I I'm not going to say nerves. It's like anxious because nerves are, different. But I'm really excited. I got to see the stadium and see the locker room and, meet the people. And these people, they don't know who I am, but they've treated me with so much care, so much good. I can tell just from a few conversations how good people they are in the club. And, coming in, that was something that I was worried about. How are these people, this and that? How are they gonna like me? Am I gonna like them? And so far, everything has been amazing. So these few days, just 2 days I've been here, I'm excited to come January whenever we have to report just to get started and get to meet the players.
Awesome, man. Well, hey, thank you so much for taking the time with us. We're looking forward to the season. Maybe we'll be catching up again, maybe right before the season, or even have you on again on a full episode.
Yep.
Guys, Omir Fernandez, new Colorado Rapid. Welcome aboard, and we will see you next time.
We all silly like the mayor.